Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to Auburndale, Wisconsin, and an evening of basketball. We have boys action for you tonight as the Nekoosa Papermakers take on the Auburndale Apaches in non-conference high school basketball action. My name is Tom Kirst. Behind the camera tonight with me is Mr. Jim Allen, and we're both certainly glad you could join us for this Nekoosa Sports telecast. Our thanks to Nekoosa High School and River City's Community Access for helping us make telecasts of NHS sports possible. Well, Nekoosa steps out of league play one more time this evening to take on one of the premier teams in the Merriwood South Conference. Nekoosa has struggled over the past month, but do enter this game fresh off a win. Auburndale, on the other hand, off to another very impressive start. As a matter of fact, they're looking for their 10th win tonight in 11 tries. Auburndale 9-1 on the year. They are 6-0 in Merriwood Conference play. That 6-0 mark ties the Apaches with Marathon for the current league lead. Auburndale's only loss on the season came at the hands of Wapaka. That occurred right on this floor here in Auburndale in the Auburndale tournament played a few days after Christmas. Otherwise, Auburndale has pretty much cruised through the opposition. The only other exception would be a close win, a 39-35 win over Newman Catholic back in mid-December. All total, Auburndale has won 8 of their contests by more than 20 points. Nekoosa brings a 6-6 overall mark into this game. They started the season with a bang, winning 5 of their first 6. Papermakers then suffered through a 5-game losing streak. That streak ended with a 56-55 win over Wisconsin Heights in the last game they played back on January 4th. Nekoosa, of course, a member of the South Central Conference. Papermakers still 2-1 in league play. They are currently tied with Adams Friendship and Watoma for the top spot in that conference. Nekoosa, of course, led in scoring by senior guard Owen Linsmeyer, Owen averaging 21 points a game. Ty Kreider supplies another scoring punch for the Papermakers. He averages 15 points per contest. For Auburndale, Blake Anderson is their leading scorer. He's averaging a little over 13 a game. Zach Stotts puts up 13 himself. And Josh Van Stroik, 9.1 points a game for Auburndale. These two teams met last year down in Nekoosa, and that ball game, Auburndale came out on top, a 59-43 decision. Auburndale, of course, finished second in Division IV in the state last year, losing a championship game to Dominican, 57-44. Of course, that team was led by Austin Hawkins, an Auburndale star, another all-state performer.
Place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem.
So I mentioned Auburndale 22-2 a year ago, earned the Silver Bowl, Division IV state runner-up in the tournament. Nekoosa starting lineups, Lowe and Linsemeyer, the first one on the floor. Owen, a 6'1 senior. Number 12 is Brett Gershmal. He's a 5'11 senior. Starter number 3, 6'4 senior Brad Savage. He wears number 14. Ty Kreider, a 6'4 senior, wears the number 32 on his back. And starter number 5 is Andrew Melvin, a 6'4 sophomore for the Papermakers. Of course, Nekoosa, coached by Mr. Chuck Balderschweiler. He is assisted by Mr. Eric Peterson and Mr. Doug Knutson, who is the freshman coach. Bob Atkinson, of course, the JV coach for the Papermakers. Starting lineups for Auburndale, Matt Nicolai, 5'9 junior, wears number 5. Blake Anderson, their leading scorer, is a 6'1 senior. Isaac Castellano, a 5'11 senior, wears number 11. Zach Stats wears number 15. He's a 6'2 senior. And Josh Van Stoik, a 6'1 junior, the 5th starter for the Papermakers. The Apaches. Auburndale, coached by Mr. Chad Weinfurter. Well, you look at the success this Auburndale team has had over the past couple seasons. I mentioned 22-2 last year. The year before that, they were 20-3. So combined, 42-5 over the last 2 seasons, and now a 9-1 start to this 2013-2014 season. Ball is in the air, and we're underway. Nekoosa will have it to begin the ball game. Kreider with it. Auburndale man-to-man defensively. Auburndale teams are known for being very good at the fundamentals of basketball. And I'm not sure what that call was. Evidently, Gershmal stepped on the sideline. Auburndale typically a very good screening team on offense. They use their picks well. You'll see some good pick and rolls, give and goes, especially against that man-to-man Nekoosa defense. 3 ball on the way is missed from the corner by Nicolay. And Brad Savage clears it for Nekoosa. Owen drops it off to Savage. Looks at Melvin inside. I think Andrew's got to work just a little bit harder to get the basketball down there. Owen guarded by Nicolay. Gershmal's pass swatted out of bounds by Castellano. Brad Savage will put it in play from the far corner. It's a Monday night in Auburndale. Not a bad crowd here, though, for a Monday game. Savage saves the basketball there and almost turns it over. Melvin drops it off to Gershmal. His shot is blocked by Van Stroik. The other way. Apaches swing the basketball. Anderson hits the 3. Blake Anderson hits the first field goal of the night, a 3 ball. And with 6:30 to play here in the quarter, it's a 3-0 Auburndale lead. Kreider inside, double teamed. Owen will fire the 3. Kreider high for the rebound, and he puts it back in. 3-2 Auburndale. Auburndale, certainly not a big team by any means. Ball swatted out of bounds. I mean, looking at their roster, their tallest player is the 6'2 Zach Stats. Nekoosa actually with a height advantage, especially with the starting 5. High on the floor is Castellano with it. Van Stroik. He's going to shoot 2. Brad Savage gets the foul. Van Stroik hits the first. 4-2, Auburndale lead. Kreider with the carry. Oh, Melvin let that pass fly by him. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. Started to extend the hand and then pulled it back. Turnover 2 on Nekoosa, or committed by Nekoosa. Three ball. Round and down for Blake Anderson. He's got all 6 Auburndale points. And Coach Balderschweiler needs a timeout, or takes a timeout. 30-second timeout, 5:21 to play. Make that 5:27 to play. Here in the first quarter, 7-2 Auburndale lead. Let's talk a little bit about the basketball history in Auburndale. The Apaches have been to the state tournament 9 times. Yep, 9 times they've been there, and that's since 1991. Finished first in 1993, and again in 2000. They've got 3 runner-ups. Silver balls back in 95, 2003, and of course last year. By the way, Nekoosa fans, Nekoosa's made 5 appearances to the state tournament, but the last one happened back in 1933. So it's been a couple of years, a couple of decades, like 8 of them. Kreider triple teamed inside. Savage kept it alive. Melvin got the basket. So the big guys inside play a little bit of volleyball, and Andrew Melvin gets his first bucket. So I could see the height advantage paying off that time for Nekoosa. Tough shot on the baseline, but there's Van Stroik. And a held ball as Gershwin got a hand in on it. Possession arrow goes to Auburndale. Ben Hosnerl checks in for Nekoosa, a little bit more height, the 6'4" senior. So right now they've got Hosnerl at 6'4", Kreider at 6'4". No, I don't see Kreider in the, oh yeah, there he is. It's in the game yet, and of course Savage stands about 6'4". Pretty good size front line for Nekoosa. Take it away. Savage 1-on-4. Ty Kreider. Melvin. Challenge. Had the shot blocked from behind by Van Stroik. And here comes Auburndale. 7-4 our lead. 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. 3 ball. Rattles out by Nicolay. And it's going to be Nekoosa basketball. Now Josh Van Stroik, 6'1" junior, but he's a big guy. Occupies a little bit of space inside. He's going to take a seat right now. It's number 23, Alex Marth checks in. He's a 6'1" junior. Hosnerl thought about the 3. Kreider down low. Good help. Nicolay with a steal. Nolan with the block. Going the other way. Linsmeyer drops it to Savage, who lays it down. 7-6 Auburndale. Nice play both ends by Owen. He got the block and the assist. And now we're going to get a 30-second timeout called by the officials or by Auburndale. I'm not sure. Oh, a little bit of blood on the jersey again, maybe? Yeah, Owen's leaving the game right now. You know, we had the same problem with Owen in the last ball game. This time he took a little blow to the face. A little blood leaking out of that nose. Last ball game he injured a finger. Or had a cut on his hand, one of the two. Nicolay. Oh, slices inside. I think the ball went off him. It's going to be Nekoosa basketball. So the Papermakers were down 7-2. Climb back in it with a couple of baskets, and now the official's going over the table for some reason. Maybe they need to clean up something on the floor. And I do believe that's what's happening right now. 3:21 to play, 7-6 Auburndale. So the floor is all cleaned up. We're ready to go again. Savage puts it in play. Owen out of the ball game right now. We've got Gersmal, Savage, Hosdrome, Tanner Stevens in the ball game, and Ty Kreider. Tanner's first action. Stevens inside, missed the short one. Pulled down by Alex Marth. Good look that time for Nekoosa, though. Get that shot every time down the court, we'll be okay. Anderson, 3 for 3 from distance. He's got 9 of the 10. Auburndale by 4. Gersmal back out to Hosdrome. Hey, Brett Gersmal with a pretty good move, but it rims out. Gersmal, by the way, withdraws the assignment on Anderson right now, as Auburndale turns it over. Unforced error that time. I've got that as the first turnover by the Apaches. Owen back in. Ty Kreider takes the seat. 2:10 to play in the quarter. 4-point ball game. Gersmal lost his footing, but got it to Owen for 3. Rattles in and out. Hosdrome kept it alive. Savage probably had more time to shoot that rebound than what he took. He missed it. Again, Nekoosa comes away with nothing. Nicolay with a miss. Marth hustles down the rebound. Missed this time by Anderson, and Nekoosa is going to have the foul. Savage went to the ground, but I almost believe, well, it's going to be on what, 42? Is that what they're saying?
Stevens is first.
Tanner Stevens got the foul. His first, team second. Auburndale has committed a foul, but I had failed to mark down who it was against. Nekoosa falls asleep on the inbounds. This never happened before. Isaac Castellano with a layup. 12-6. Hosdrome fires a 3, and he hits it. Boy, Ben likes that corner. Let's see about 3 more of those, Ben, huh? Near turnover. It was a turnover as Matt Lang couldn't handle the pass. Zach Stotts back in for Auburndale. Ty Kreider back in for Nekoosa. 12-9 our score, 52 seconds to play in the quarter. Ooh, Owen, now he did take the step. Good call by the outside official. So with 44 seconds, Auburndale gets it back. Let's see if they go for 1. It's one of my best or most vivid memories of Auburndale is being so good at getting that last bucket in the quarters. Right now they look like they're attacking. Savage picks up the foul, his second. Team third. Riley Erickson's going to check in probably for Savage. Of course, with those 2 fouls, Riley a 6'1" junior. And again, Nekoosa burned on the inbounds. Alex Marth lays it down. 14-9, 20 seconds to play, and now Nekoosa turns it over again. Boy, this last minute has been brutal for Nekoosa. 18 seconds to play in the quarter. And Auburndale will get that last shot now. Got 4 men down on the baseline. A miss by Stotts. Owen gets rid of the basketball high over the backboard, and the quarter comes to an end. So a pretty good game through one quarter tonight. Nekoosa hanging tough with this good Apache team. Our score, Auburndale 14 and Nekoosa 9. Nekoosa will have the rock to begin the second quarter. They trail by 5. First quarter scoring for Auburndale. Blake Anderson leads the team with 9 points. For Nekoosa, Ben Hosdrill has 3 to lead the team. 3 other players with a bucket each for Nekoosa. It wasn't a good last minute to that first quarter for Nekoosa. Let's see if we can turn it around here in the first minute of this quarter. Melvin catches it inside, double teamed, he lost it. Turnover 6. Anderson. Hosnell picked off that pass. Owen had a little room there, but didn't fire the 3. Melvin is going to pick up the foul as well. That happens quite often to Andrew. He misses the shot inside. He'll start attacking the rebounder and picks up some cheap fouls doing that. Well, a lot of it is just frustration, missing the shot. But again, Andrew, just a sophomore. A lot of basketball to be played. Nicolay, excuse me, guarded by Hosnell. Another 3 ball. (17-9). Boy, that 3 ball is killing Nekoosa. It's 4 threes now for Auburndale. And Kreider picks up the offensive foul on this end. Jim, who got that last bucket for Auburndale? I had my head down. So there's an unaccounted for 3 right now. But it is a 17-9 score. And Auburndale slowly taking control of this game. Anderson. Tray number 4. 4 out of 5 from distance. He's got 12 points, 20-9 now. Biggest lead of the night for Auburndale. He's very efficient on offense. And pretty darn fundamentally strong on defense. Melvin catches against Schroik. Owen with a long 3 in the miss. And Melvin earns the held ball. Possession arrow to Nekoosa, excuse me, to Auburndale. Tom Sable, a 5'9" senior, in for Coach Chad Weinfurter and Zach Statz back in the ball game as well. Nicolay with it now, picked up by Savage. Strike with a miss. Melvin with a rebound. Owen still shut out in this ball game. I don't know if he's got away. I mean, maybe just one shot he's taken even in this ball game. Ty Kreider hits the 3 ball. Ty has 5 points. Nekoosa back within 8 with 5:10 to play here in the half. That's a tough matchup for Savage to have to come out and play Nicolay. 5'9" against 6'4". Brad doing a pretty good job, though. Anderson thinking about that next 3 ball. Nicolay in the lane, blocked by Savage. Nekoosa's got numbers. Nope. Owen's pass picked off by Nicolay. Couldn't get the ball over the top of Nicolay. He made a good play. Between legs a few times. starts the offense, and a layup down low for Zach Stats. So Auburndale runs their man offense to perfection, gets the layup, and they're back to a 10-point advantage. Gershmal lost it, picked up by Nicolay. Owen chases, and Owen's going to pick up the foul. Got a lot of ball, but he also got a lot of Nicolay when he went out. Sort of used him as the launching point. So Nekoosa's turned the ball over 8 times in the quarter. I make that the half. And I think that's starting to drain the team a little bit. So Auburndale's getting a lot of good opportunities. Left-handed Nicolay sticks the first shot, his first point. And hits the second. Auburndale 3 out of 4 from the line. Nekoosa yet to shoot a free throw in this game. 4 minutes to play, 24-12 here in the first half. Gershmal. Melvin. And we're getting an Auburndale foul. Melvin caught the ball in a tough spot that time, right underneath the net. And there's not a whole lot you can do from that point. Unless you're a quick jumper, you can just maybe lay it over the rim. All right, that's a tough position to catch it, though. Owen with a quick 3. His first bucket. 24-19. Nekoosa's third trade in this first half. Auburndale with 5 of them. 4 of those by Anderson. Owen hounding Anderson there. Kreider with a block on Sable. Ty puts it on the floor, ran into Lang and lost the basketball. Good head and shoulder fake. Puts Ty Kreider down hard, and that does hurt. Been there, done that. Boy, you get in the air like that, and you're sort of helpless. And if the person you're landing on goes from a bent position to a standing position, you go with them. And you have absolutely no control over the fall. Ty is up, but he's obviously shaken. He's going to go sit down. Hopefully he'll be back in this ball game. And I believe Kreider got the foul. My question is it a shooting foul? I'm not sure. Appears to be, as Stats is standing at the line. Kreider's second foul, 7th team foul on Nekoosa. So Auburndale shooting the bonus here on out. Of course, this will be a 2-shot effort for Stats. By the way, did you know that Stats spelled backwards is Stats? I know that thanks to Dick Stotts, an Nekoosa teacher. Zach makes the second. He's got 3 in the game. 10-point advantage again for the home team. Savage. Riley will take the 3. Saved right back to Stevens, who missed the shot. Savage battles. Riley battles. And they're going to give Riley 2 shots here. Riley was falling to the floor and just tried to whip the ball out of there, I thought. Well, they're going to say he was in the act of shooting. And to the line, Riley Erickson. Zach Stotts got the foul. And Riley misses the first. Nekoosa's first free throw of the night. This would be their second. (25-15), 2:20 to play, first half. Castellano with the basketball, guarded by Hosnell. Drops it to Anderson. As the Apaches run the weave here. Nicolay. Anderson for three. Oh, he likes playing Nekoosa. You can see that. His fourth three ball. I guess we're going to have to call them three bombs now for him. 4 three bombs for Anderson. That's all the scoring, by the way. 12 points. 13-point lead. Auburndale very tenacious defensively. In-your-face type of defense. The thing they do so well is help. Owen, nice pull up there. He's got 5 points. The lead's back to 11. Kreider getting ready to come back in. He's over at the scoring table, so Ty must be feeling a little better. That'll hold there by Riley Erickson. And Nicolay is going to go to the line. Riley's first, team's 8th. Couple of substitutions for Auburndale as well as Kreider gets back in the game. Matt Nicolay, a 5'9" junior, shoots the bonus. He looked very good, knocking down 2 free throws just a minute ago. Three for 3 now for Matt. 29-17 the score. (13-point lead, 1:15 to play. First half. Owen catches it deep and sticks it down. Owen warming up. He's got 7 here in the second quarter. But Nekoosa down by 11. Need to stop here. 48 seconds to play. Auburndale still attacking the basket. Ooh, there's a walk that got away with there. As Castellano dragged a foot. Now Castellano fires the 3 ball. His first tray. 33-19. Hosnell cut off on the baseline again. Good help. Stevens took it up strong, missed the shot. Auburndale will have it with 17 seconds to play yet here in the half. So Nekoosa does have that size advantage, but they really haven't been able to take advantage of that offensively. Missed their share of shots inside. All were challenged by this Auburndale team. 7 seconds. Anderson, one more 3 ball. That will count if it goes. Marth with a miss, and the first half is in the book. So typical Auburndale basketball. They methodically grow that lead on the Papermakers. It's halftime. Auburndale 33, Nekoosa 19. Both teams warming up, getting ready for that second half of action. Auburndale on top 33-19. First half scoring for Auburndale. Big man was Blake Anderson. 5 3 balls and 15 points for Anderson. Matt Nicolay with a 3 ball and 4 free throws. He has 7 points. Isaac Castellano with a 3 ball and 5 points. Zach Statz had 3 points. Alex Marth with 2 and Josh Van Schroek with 1. For Nekoosa, Owen Linsmeyer leads the way with 7 points, including a tray. Brad Savage a bucket and 2 points. Ty Kreider with a 3 ball and 5 points. Andrew Melvin with 2 points, and Ben Hosdro with 1 ball from distance and 3 points for Ben. Nekoosa 0 for 2 from the line in that first half. Auburndale, on the other hand, had 6 makes and 8 attempts. Nekoosa with 9 turnovers to only 3 for Auburndale. Papermakers with it. And Brett Gersmal on a good feed from Owen. Nekoosa off to a good start here in the half. Brett's first basket. I gotta check that out. Was that a 2-3 zone we saw that time from Auburndale? Check it out next time down the court. Nekoosa still man-to-man. Good screen, but a miss by Stotts. Papermakers down 12. No, it's man-to-man, straight man. A lot of good help inside, though, by Auburndale. That ball gets into the lane. You're going to see 2 or 3 white shirts come over and greet it. Kreider looking for a friend. Finds Owen. Owen, tough shot. Hit it over Anderson. That's a tough shot because Owen had a turn. He's trying to square up while he's jumping in the air to the basket. Then hit the mark, and he did just that. 9 points now for Owen. Melvin taps it out of bounds. (33-23) our score. We played about 90 seconds here in the second half. Chris a little better out of bounds this time, but Anderson does get a good look from the three-point line. Rebound, put back up and in by Stotts over the top of Savage. Auburndale's first second half bucket, 12-point lead. Kreider, again tied up by Stotts, finds Owen. Gersmal. Savage on the wing. Melvin just can't get open inside. Stroik is much stronger than Melvin. And pretty much pushing Andrew around in there. Owen misses the three. Auburndale on the break. Anderson drives by Owen. And a late whistle and a foul coming up on Nekoosa. Anderson did a nice job that time of promoting the contact. He took it hard into the chest of a Nekoosa defender and got the call. Who got that foul? Is that Ty Kreider? Anderson hits the free throw. Yeah, it's Ty Kreider, picked up his third. So it's a big foul for Nekoosa. So Nekoosa scores the first four in the half. Auburndale scores the next four. Back to a 14-point lead. Three-second violation on Nekoosa. I think that's going to go on Melvin. I don't see that call too often, but first time we've seen it tonight anyway. Nicolay takes his time bringing it across the timeline. Working against Kreider. And a walk inside by Josh Van Schoik. Just under 5 to play now here in the third. Kreider fires a long three and a good rebound by Nicolay. Little guy comes out of there with it. Quickly down the court to Anderson. Blake Anderson, offensive foul. Brad Savage came over, took the hit. Anderson with his first foul. Good play by Savage. Kreider over the top of Anderson. Melvin kept it alive. Andrew Melvin got the roll. Good job by the sophomore. He's got 4 points for the night. Back to a 12-point difference. 4 minutes to play here in the third. Been a half-court game all night. Neither team has extended the court defensively. Both teams man-to-man defense in the half court. Auburndale very patient with the basketball. Rounding out for Stotts. Kreider with a rebound. Kreider cut off on the baseline, back out to Gershmal, inside to Melvin. Andrew takes it up in traffic. And Brad Savage taps it out of bounds according to the official. Auburndale basketball. Very nice gym here in Auburndale. Excellent lighting here in the Auburndale gym, and you can tell by these squeaks on the floor down there. Very nice floor to play on. A lot of squeaking tennies tonight. Castellano with a miss. Stotts keeps it alive and puts it down. All that hard work pays off for Zach Stotts. And I believe Ty Kreider just picked up foul number 4. He did. Back to the bench for Ty. And back to a 14-point advantage for Auburndale. And again, Auburndale shooting free throws very good. Only 2 misses tonight. 9 makes. And now the ball goes back to Auburndale. Each quarter it seems like Auburndale just sort of has worn down Nekoosa. Quarter starts out pretty much even, but you get to this 5-minute mark, 4 or 5 minute mark of the quarter, and Auburndale has been the better team. They miss here though badly. Martha with the miss, Savage with the rebound. Owen. A lot of good help inside. Shot goes. Matt Nicolay, no, that was Stotts with a layup. Fouled by Ben Hosrell. Another 3-point opportunity for Stotts. Well, he's having a nice game. He only had 3 points in the first half. He's got 10 now. So looking for his 8th point here in the half. Doesn't get it, by the way. (42-25). That is the biggest advantage of the night. 3-pointer knocked down by Owen. And he was fouled on the shot, so a 4-point opportunity here for Owen. They say that number 5, Matt Nicolay, got a piece of Owen's arm to get the foul. Owen's second tray. And just like that, he can pull Nekoosa back within 13 again. Stotts with the rebound. Make that Anderson with a rebound. Nekoosa now 0 for 3 from the line tonight. Ball's at loose. And that should be an over and back, but it wasn't. I don't quite understand that. No call. And Brad Savage is going to pick up a block this time. I really didn't think that ball was touched down here by a Nekoosa player. And Nicolay hustled in the backcourt to retrieve it. Brad Savage picks up his third. And who else but Zach Stats at the line again. Rolls that one down. He's got 8 points here in the third quarter. And now 9. Minute 25 to play, quarter number 3, 44-28. Auburndale. Owen trying to get Nicolay in the air, couldn't do it. Gersmo lost it. Nicolay the other way against Linsmeyer, left it short. Missed by 23, Marth. Owen the other way with a good sidestep and a basket. Did a nice job of avoiding the offensive foul. Got the basket. Owen having a good half too. Good quarter, I should say. He's got 7 here in the third. Anderson over the top of Hosnerl. Hit the shot, do the foul. 42, Tanner Stevens picks up the foul. I didn't think Hosnerl got him. So Blake Anderson hasn't knocked down a 3-ball yet here in the second half, but he does have 4 points in the third quarter. Looking for number 5. Now Make puts Auburndale up by 17. $20 points on the night for Blake Anderson. 20 of Auburndale's 47. Auburndale gets it back. So again, the last 2-3 minutes have been brutal for Nekoosa in each quarter. Outscored 14-9 in the first quarter, 19-10 in the second. And right now they're outscored, what, 14-11 here in the third. Anderson called for the travel. Nekoosa catches a break there. Still 10 seconds to play in the quarter. And Nekoosa should get the last shot here. Nicolay picks up Owen. Good help by Anderson. Anderson blocks the shot. And the third quarter comes to an end. Excellent team defense there by Auburndale. They knew Linsmeyer was going to take the shot, and they just wouldn't give a good one to him. We played 3 heading into number 4. Auburndale 47 and Nekoosa 30. So Nekoosa has 8 minutes and 17 points now to overcome. We need one good, make that one great quarter here for the Papermakers. Anything is possible, right? Auburndale with it to start the quarter. That's the other thing Auburndale's always so good at. In a close ball game, they are so close at sitting on the basketball late in the game. Tom Sable makes me look bad there, though, as he takes a walk. I'm not saying Auburndale's going to hold on to the basketball here, but if this was a close game, they can be very good at working the basketball on the offensive end. Owen, short with the 3. Melvin is fouled inside by number 24, Matt Lang. So Nekoosa basketball underneath their basket. Four players enter the ball game now for Coach Chad Weinfurter. Pretty much clean exchange there. Pretty much the starters back in. With the starters back in for Auburndale right now. Gersmo. Owen from 15. Good position by Van Schoik. Castellano. Nicolay misses the shot. There's Van Stoik again. Boy, he's a blue-collar guy inside, isn't he? Missed by Stotts, pulled off by Melvin. Brad Savage. Ty Kreider from distance. Nicolay with a rebound. For a small guy, he's a pretty good rebounder. A lot of comes down to position. Auburndale very good at screening off. Stotts kicks it back out to Nicolay. Castellano turned down the three, but Nicolay will pop it. Matt Nicolay with his second three ball. He's got 10 points. The lead is 20 at 50-30. 6:10 to play. Owen inside, good feed from Brad Savage. Owen now with 16. Owen with a steal. And he is fouled going to the basket. He'll shoot too. So the pressure comes from Nekoosa. They create the turnover immediately. Castellano got the call, the foul. Owen now 0 for 2 from the line. Nekoosa still without a made free throw. They're 0 for 4 as a team. Stevens back in, Melvin out for Nekoosa. And Owen hits that one. 50-33, again, full court pressure. Castellano. Van Schoik. And a blocking foul on Gersmo. Nekoosa fans didn't like it, but Brett didn't have any position that time. Pretty easy call for the official. Van Schoik has 2 points tonight, both coming from the line. Kreider with the rebound. Owen from the elbow. Stevens had good position, but couldn't get a hand on the ball. Owen fires a three, hits that one. 51-36. The other end, easy one for Stotts. 53-36, 5:20 to play. Owen had it poked away by Nicolay so he could dribble it again. Kreider with a nice feed inside to Savage and a foul coming up on Stotts. Team foul number 5 on Auburndale. So Nekoosa will not be shooting free throws yet. Savage couldn't get it in. Taken away by Nicolay. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout called by Auburndale with 4:58 to play and a 53-36 Auburndale advantage. Nekoosa boys have a pretty thin week this week. They play tonight against Auburndale, and that's it. Their next ball game will be next Tuesday night, January 21st, that at Wisconsin Dells. So the boys off until next Tuesday, January 21st, they're at the Dells. Next Friday, the 24th of January, they will host Mosinee in a game in Nekoosa. Girls, by the way, they're in action tomorrow night. Tuesday, January 14th, they play at Wisconsin Dells. Here, I was thinking that game was at home, but it's at Wisconsin Dells tomorrow night. How about that? The girls will also play it on Saturday. They will take on Brilliant down at Wisconsin Dells in the Just a Game Fieldhouse. So the girls Tuesday and Saturday this week. The boys only Monday this week. They're back in action next Tuesday. Well, that's a shocker. I was thinking we had a home game tomorrow night. Nekoosa scrambling after the basketball. And Auburndale is sort of going into that silent mode now. They're not really looking to score anything but a layup. It's not necessarily because of the closeness of this game. It's they do it very well. Van Strick gets his first field goal. When Auburndale does play close games, they want to be able to execute that style of play on their offensive end. Ty Kreider hits the 10-footer. Ty's first basket here in the second half. He's got 7 points in the game. 2-on-1 the other way. Van Strick got another one. I tell you what, he likes this pressing. He's getting some layups and some free throws out of this whole thing. 57-38. Hirschmo looking for a friend, finds Ty Kreider, who takes the 30-footer. Van Scoik with the rebound. Hey, nice hands there by Owen as he takes away from Anderson. And Owen lost it going up. Now they're going to say he's lost the basketball. So it'll be Auburndale ball with 3:19 to play. .19 Auburndale advantage. Well, the Auburndale Marathon game is going to be something. That's coming up here soon. I don't know if I've got that on my schedule here or not. Another layup. Stops. Boy, he's had a great second half. 59-38. And now a travel on the Papermakers. No, I don't have that game on here. 28th of January, they'll take on Marathon. Oh, it's a makeup game. So, yeah, that's coming up. That's going to be a great game. Both teams right now 6-0 in the conference. Marathon has a little history on their side, too. They've had a good basketball program for decades. Since the Tom Weinfurter days, back in the early 70s. State championship or two. Marywood, a very good football conference, a very good basketball conference. That ball was tipped, so Nicolay can pick it up in the backcourt. 2:10 to play. I would think the Coach Weinfurter is going to try to get a little more out of this delay game and then bring in some players off the bench. Nekoosa's going to the bench right now is Riley Erickson and Matt McDonald checking the ball game. Matt, a 6'1 junior, his first action tonight. So Nekoosa with Linsmeyer, McDonald, Erickson, Stevens, and Kreider in the game. Owen with a miss. Minute 50 to play in this contest. Kreider hounding Nicolay. Tom Sable with it. Three men high in this offense. And Auburndale trying to set some back screens. Run the clock down to a minute 20 now as Nicolay finds Stotts, who is fouled by Matt McDonald. So they run about a minute off the clock. They end up shooting a layup. And in this case, the layup foiled by the foul. And back to the free throw line, Zach Stotts. Auburndale 14 out of 18 from the line. Nekoosa without a point at the line. Coach Weinfurter empties his bench now. As Stotts delivers one more time. Matt Lang back in the game for Stotts. So Jake Lewis out there for Auburndale, a 5'9" junior. Tom Sable. Alex Marth back in the game. Matt Nicolay still out there. Tanner Stevens took it to the basket and drew the foul on Matt Lang.
Matt Lang, the second.
So Tanner Stevens, 6'4" junior, will shoot 2. Still looking for his first point tonight. Looking no more. Nicolay takes the seat. Number 12, Brian Gerke checks in. Another new face, Tyler Weber, checks back in for Auburndale. One more shot here coming up for Stevens. And Tyler makes good on 2 of those. Here's a 3 out of 7 now from the line. .47 seconds to play. Good look. Good play by Hosnell as he got the block on Lang. Riley the other way. Hosner will fire the 3. Ben's second tray tonight. 61-43, 20 seconds to play. Three seconds, 2 seconds, and Auburndale's not even going to take a shot. Clock runs down, and Auburndale walks off the court with one more win on this basketball season. So Nekoosa plays Auburndale tough, but the Apaches just too much for Nekoosa. Our final score tonight, Auburndale 61 and Nekoosa 43. So with the win, Auburndale now improves to 10-1 on this basketball season. Of course, they remain 6-0 in the Merriwood South Conference. Nekoosa takes the loss, and they drop to 6-7 on the basketball year. Papermakers still at 2-1 in conference play. Scoring rundown. First for the Auburndale Apaches. Matt Nicolay played a heck of a floor game. Quite a point guard that Apaches have there. He's just a junior. Couple of trays, 4 free throws to go with that. He had 10 points. Blake Anderson, 15 points in the first half. Puts up another 5 in the second. Finishes with 20. Isaac Castellano had 5 points. Zach Statz, only 3 points in the first half. Finishes the game with 18. So 15 points in the second half for Statz. Alex Marth had a basket and 2 points, and Josh Van Schoik had a nice second half. He finishes with 6 points. For Nekoosa, Owen Linsmeyer leads the scoring. He had 3 balls and finishes with 20 points on the evening. Brett Gersmal had 2 points. Brad Savage had 2 points. Ty Kreider a tray and 7 points. Andrew Melvin finishes with 4. Tanner Stevens with 2, and Ben Hosnell, a couple of long balls and 6 points for Ben. Auburndale with 8 3 balls on the night, 5 of those by Blake Anderson, all 5 of those coming in the first half. Nekoosa finishes the night with 6 trays of their own. Owen having 3 of those, Hosnell 2, and Kreider 1. Nekoosa trailed after 1 quarter tonight. Auburndale came out with a 14-9 first quarter advantage. Outscored Nekoosa 19-10 in the second, led 33-19 at halftime. Auburndale goes on to outscore Nekoosa 14-11 in the third, 14-13 in the fourth. Again, our final tonight, 61-43 for Auburndale. JV contest tonight, Auburndale won that ball game also. A fairly close game, though. Nekoosa had their chances. Auburndale comes away a 48-41 winner in the JV contest. So for us next, it's the girls tomorrow night down at Wisconsin Dells. We'll tape that ball game and have it for you in the days to come on public access. The boys off until next Tuesday when they take on, I believe that was Wisconsin Dells when I looked at that before. Yes, they play at Wisconsin Dells on Tuesday the 21st. They return home to Nekoosa the 24th against Mosinee. The girls in action Tuesday the 14th, and they also play Brilliant at Just a Game Fieldhouse this Saturday, January 18th, this week. So that's going to wrap it up for us. I want to thank Jim Allen for doing a fine job on the camera tonight. My name is Tom Kirst. I want to thank you, the viewer, for joining us, and I encourage you to join us again next time for Nekoosa Sports.